is the message from I Am Your Stylist, and I am your stylist, Ashley B. And I wanted to talk to you guys today about a couple topics that have been really big in the media lately, and it's been on my mind, so I kind of wanted to voice this to you guys. And also, I've been, MIA the past couple of days, been busy doing events, school, midterms. I got straight A's. Yes. And I'm just gonna jump into this. So, I want to talk about Rihanna and her interview with Oprah that was on this evening. I enjoyed it a lot, and we're gonna get back to that. Rihanna, her interviews, Chris Brown, relationship, all that good stuff. I also want to talk about Chad, Ochocinco, poor baby, and Evelyn Lozada and their relationship and what just happened with them. And I'm also going to touch on 2Chainz album because I bought it and I definitely got to talk about that one. So, first off, let's talk a little bit about Chad Ochocinco and Evelyn Lozada. As you all know, Chad and Evelyn have had a dispute, and she filed for a divorce, and it's been 41 days, which is pretty sad. Now, I particularly love them together. Why? Because, everybody wants to be hopeful that you'll find somebody no matter what part of life or different walk of life you come from, or both of them being in the limelight, by Evelyn being a television personality and Chad being a athlete. That's a hard combination, because athletes are very difficult relationships to withstand, from every season of Basketball Wives and all that other crap that you see on TV. So, Evelyn, you are beautiful, and you don't have to be with somebody who wants to headbutt you. Honestly. Now, also, Evelyn, you got that yap. Now, y'all know she's like Puerto Rican, Spanish. So I know Evelyn was going off. I'm not gonna lie. I've been in a relationship with somebody from the islands. They yap. And it might push you to that limit where you're like, shut the fuck up, listen. DMX. Belly. But no, really. It was wrong on either part. But from my standpoint, like, if she found a receipt for condoms and y'all are married, yeah, she had the right to go off. Cause I would have went off. I would have went off, like all the way off. Now, calling the police, all of that, you don't want to get them involved if it's not that serious of an issue, because you might still love that person, you might still want to deal with them, and you still might want to snap back. And after you get other people and the police involved and etc., like, it's all downhill from there, because you have to worry about everybody else's thoughts and expectations of what they think you should do. And even though mentally or in your mind, it might seem right or whatever, in your heart might be telling you something totally different. Like, oh my God, like, I just maybe lost the love of my life or something just because of physical or domestic dispute. And, some people have problems, anger problems, don't know how to deal with their anger. And that means they need help. And maybe it's not any kind of help Evelyn could have gave him, obviously. Now, that doesn't justify anything, because Ocho, you wrong as hell. When I say you wrong as hell, you wrong as hell. Like, he probably didn't want to put his hands on the girl. So he probably was just like, oh, I'm in the car. What do we do? Bow. But that's not right. That's not right. Because honestly, You could have walked away, walked it off. Both of you guys have big careers that are in the limelight. I mean, Ocho got lost he got lost endorsements, like got dropped from the team. Like, I mean, hopefully he got some money stashed up, but you just messed up the money. Both of y'all just messed the money up, for real. Evelyn, she canceled all her book tours, and, you know, her book's supposed to be doing really well. I haven't read it yet, but I will check it out. But, you know, you guys both losing out on money. Y'all just put out all this money on a wedding, and it was 41 days long. Like, I mean, a 41-day marriage. Like, how much sense does that make? None. So, think they should have thought a little bit more into the situation. I know they're both on a hiatus right now, trying to get it right. Probably both like, what the hell? Evelyn, you knew he was an athlete from the jump, and that he was probably fucking off and sleeping around on a regular basis. I mean, yeah, you might have thought it could have changed when y'all got married and blah, 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 but, you know, y'all just had the show was about to air on the 3rd of September, and that was on the shelf. I don't know. Like, you should have thought it out a little better. I don't know. Just in my opinion. Like, at least gave him some time to, I don't know, get bitches out of the system, or give him a threesome, or get a girlfriend. I don't know. Do something. You could have did something and keep his attention, keep his ass. Y'all wasn't even married a year yet. What do you think is going to happen in 4 or 5 years? When he gets tired of your ass and you don't look the same and don't have that body. I don't know. So, as far as that's concerned, that's just my input on that whole situation. Chad and Evelyn, I wish you guys the best. Honestly, I was in awe and shock. Like, he headbutted her. That is too much. But, you know, everybody reacts to things differently. And they say the neighbors called the police. You know, who knows. But that's pretty messed up. Moving right along. Bad girl to Riri. I love Rihanna. Rihanna is one of my favorite artists. And honestly, like, the interview she did with Oprah tonight just made me love her even more. Like, she's so real. She's so sincere. She kept it 110 for all of you guys. Took everybody back to Barbados, and she loves where she's from, and she represents it very well. And everybody talks shit about Rihanna, and I love her. I'm like, look, leave her the fuck alone. Let her be happy. Let her wild out and go on boat trips and yachts and smoke weed or whatever she wants to do. She got the money. This girl got millions of fans all over. People love her. They adore her. She can really pretty much do whatever the fuck she wants. And even the whole situation with her and Chris. Okay. Yeah, it was messed up. Everybody's been in a relationship where you have a dispute, blah, 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 and yeah, it might go downhill, and it might not be what you expect, and it might mess up a lot of other things in your life, and just like the Evelyn and Chad thing I was talking about, that was a lot for them. Chris and Rihanna went through a whirlwind of stuff. Like, Rihanna stated on the interview that she felt like she lost her best friend. I personally know that feeling. And honestly, no matter what somebody does to you, if you love them unconditionally, you love them. Like, you really love them. Like, it's just there. And no matter what your mind tells you or what other people may think or what their input is on it, it doesn't matter. And she put it out there. And I respect her for that. Honestly. Oprah asked her, did she forgive him? And she was like, yes, I forgave him. And it took for her to forgive her father for abuse to her mother. For her to actually, you know, to get over it, to be able to forgive her father, to be able to forgive him, because the men in your life, you know, like your father, the things you see growing up is what females expect from a relationship. when you actually get into one with a man. And, you know, she went through it and she learned it the hard way, and they were both young, and I would forgive him too. If you love him, and honestly, if you love yourself, you would forgive him. Because forgiveness is for you, it's not for other people. Just, food for thought right there. But with her, she says she still loves him. And if they want to get back together, I'm all for it. Honestly, Karuche, rice cakes, whatever. That's his girlfriend now. Like, I don't really care about her. Like, honestly, Rihanna, get your man, girl, get your man. Because if you feel that way about somebody and you can forgive them, and be in the spotlight like that, to where that partially ruined his career to a certain degree. It put a lot of pressure on her because she changed as a person with her music, etc. But they're both at good places, and they're rebuilding their relationship now. And it's not like they had broke nigga problems, like he was beating on her because they were poor and they didn't have finances or whatever, or she was cheating, or I don't know. Like, they got money, so they can patch it up, go to therapy, do what you need to do. But she honestly cares for him as a person, and I respect that. She's like, he needs help, and help him. Straight up. I'm not gonna stop. Hey. It's not right for any guy to put their hand on a female. And I don't want anybody to think that I'm promoting domestic violence, because I'm not. And I wouldn't want to be in a relationship with anybody that would put their hands on me. Because, oh, hell no. But honestly, like, if you honestly love somebody and you guys can work through your differences and you guys can get to a point where y'all don't have to be physical, and that you can talk things out, because some people can't talk things, and they can't talk things out. They can't communicate. So lack of communication, like, some people that can fail to communicate, they have to do something physical. Lack of communication could be like if you're somebody who doesn't have a wide vocabulary and you have to curse all the time because you don't have a wide vocabulary. It's like the same thing. But honestly, that right there, that was a lot. Relationships, she just really gave me insight, and I was like, Rihanna, you're real as they come, in my opinion. And I love her. I was just like, if you love him, hey, go for it. And be yourself. And she doesn't even see herself as this big sex symbol, even though she's so sexy and she's like the sexiest woman in America or whatever. And I'm like, she's so humble. And that's the way you should be. And she will always be loved because of her personality and her attitude. And I love that. And that's why I try to stay humble and know that God has my back, and she knows the same thing. It's always going to be that way. And if God means for them to be together, then they will be. At the end of the day, they will be. So, to wrap this up, because it's already 14 minutes, talk about 2Chainz album real quick, because I just want to touch bases on those three things. I bought 2Chainz album. It took me about 4 times to actually try to get into it. I honestly felt like it was all over the place. And 2Chainz, I can't say I love you, but I like you a lot. On some of these songs and mixes, and even Rihanna put, on her Instagram, like, oh, I just caught, 2Chainz, I need to go get it, Well, it was just really sad. Like, hold on. So y'all know I'm not lying. I got it. And honestly, I like, no lie, Yuck is okay because Lil Wayne's on it, and Birthday Song, I'm not a big fan of that, but Kanye's on it, so yeah, I like them strippers. It was alright, but that's like, y'all, you and Nicki could have just went through that together for real. Besides that, I can't even really say another song on here that I really care about. I really feel that 2Chainz mixtape was better than the CD. And that is sad. And then I had people on Twitter like, yeah, that's sad. They were agreeing. That's sad. 2Chainz, maybe you need 2 more chains. Or rapped on phonics lessons. I don't know. We're tired of hearing you ABC it. You and Future. I don't know. Future seemed like him. Future's little song album maybe might be a little better. And I ain't even get his album, but honestly, I've been in Atlanta too long. Maybe that's what it is that I even bought his CD. I was actually convinced by the guy at Downtown Locker Room to buy that CD. He was a good salesman. So, yeah. But anyway, I love you guys. Thanks for tuning in. And I hope you like this vlog on Chris Brown, Rihanna, relationships, 2Chainz, Evelyn, Chad. If I didn't touch on anything that you guys thought I should touch on, leave a comment. Subscribe to my page. I love you guys. Follow me on Instagram. I am your stylist. Follow me on Twitter. I am your stylist. And Facebook, I am your stylist. And be sure to check out my website. I never shout that out. My website is www.thefashionconnoisseur.com. And we're going to leave out to a little 2Chainz, you know, just because.